Do you have any other stories or case studies from, like was there ever an oh crap moment that you ran into in your professional career? Either you were directly involved or you're one step removed that is a story that students should know or keep in mind?
Um, we had talked a little bit about a monumental stair that vibrated when people were walking. You could feel it move, right? And that was painful. It was a very easy fix. It had the gravity load carrying capacity that was necessary, but it was long and it was narrow and it was slender and it really looked good in the renderings, right? Until you had somebody run up and down it.
Was it safe? Like, was there a risk of somebody falling from it?
No,
Or right?
no. I
Yeah.
mean, it was a 30-foot long stair with an intermediate landing, and when the owner said, I don't like this, we got to do something about it, it was like, all right, we came out after hours when the students were done with classes.
Yeah.
We set up a transit, and we had one of the contractor's workers on the intermediate landing jumping up and down, and we were measuring it. So it's a 30-foot long stair, and it's moving like this much. That's pretty good, right?
Right.
But the owner's like, no, I can't have this. Okay, so we fixed it. The solution doesn't look like an afterthought, but every time I go over there, the owner's like, oh, we're not going to have a bouncy stair on the next job, are we? Like, there was one time 10 years ago, let it go.
Was there a concept? What was the solution concept level? Was there a dial that you turned that said turn down the bounciness, or did you
We ended up putting in a post,
post?
right?
Yeah.
Relatively easy thing, and we made it look like it belonged there. So if we were to go out there and you didn't know anything about it, you wouldn't look at it and say, gee, this really looks out of place. What kind of mistake was this? So, yeah,
And just to throw this on, it's actually funny. This cued my memory, and just turned off. Oh, don't mind me. I'm going to turn this back on just to cut back and forth. The monumental stair. My first year, I was working on a project at a university. It was a life science center for a university. I was doing construction administration, monumental stair. It was a similar deal, but what happened? There was a hanger connecting all the different stringers going up. I goofed the detail. The contractor, the hanger was a plate, and that our details showed that plate being full penetration welded, full pen welded to a header that's getting supported with structural steel. And the contractor didn't want to do it, so he wanted to just lap the plate and put 2 bolts through it. 2D, it seemed fine, and I was green and I didn't question it too much. But you've got a hanger scabbed onto the side of something. Of course, that thing pulled down a little bit and just swung the whole thing. It looked like, oops.
yeah.
So it had to get cut up and fixed, but just a monumental stair mess up that I approved.
Right.
But it was fixable because you
was
saw the
fixable.
problem and
Yeah,
it was fixable.
I look at some other projects that we've worked on over the years, and it's like the problems. None of them were big problems. It wasn't like the building fell down or anything like that, but it was just either you say the wrong thing at the wrong time and the wrong way, and the owner takes offense to it, or you take your vacation at the most inopportune time or something like that, and then that sets a bad tone for the rest of the project, and those are hard to deal with. They really are. They're hard to deal with.